Well, hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be September 4th through 10th. So, we're going to touch on love, money, career, and then a random message as we do. So, let's start with love first, Taurus. Sun, that's a good start. Snake, bear, and tree. This week, something threatens to deter your hard work and take things off track. But you sticking to the plan and doing what you have been doing will fix it. And it almost feels like your partner goes a little bit off the rails. But if you continue to be how you're being right now, and you don't change or let the emotion take over you, you'll be absolutely fine. All right. It almost feels like a test. I don't know if it's from your partner. It kind of feels like it is, like it's a test. Because they may be feeling a little bit down and they need like a weird test of loyalty. But what's interesting is your dedicated nature makes you pass this test automatically. Okay, 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 3 of Coins, and 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's nothing really for you to worry about. So you've been doing fine. There's nothing for you to worry about. You know, you've been standing your ground. You've been working on being hard-headed, I guess you can say, being more flexible. And you notice that you get more bees with honey. Okay, so that's the easiest way to say it. So I feel like there are some times where you do have to catch yourself, but it's not like a big deal. It's not like anything that you can't handle, Taurus. Yeah, I feel like you're going to put out a fire. It's almost like somebody you're dealing with likes arguing or likes fighting, because it makes them feel like passion, you know, or it makes them feel like things are moving. It's kind of it's a weird thing that they have that you don't have, you know, like you're not very confrontational in that way. You know, you're like, if things are great, right? Also, I feel like whoever this person is doesn't know how to accept constructive criticism. Like sometimes they don't have a vision beyond what they're thinking right now. And you've been working really hard, I feel like, to deal with those things by being more flexible. Because both of you can't be like bricks, you know. Yeah, you're worried about all your work being undone. I know that's a weird thing to say, but you're like, all my hard work is not about to be undone by this one issue. So I'm going to embrace the chaos that's coming towards me and not take offense to it. And I feel like that's the best way for you to handle it, Taurus. All right, and then career and money. Cross the moon and cross again. You were having problems with money or business in the past, right? And I feel like you started dealing with own things in your life. This is what's interesting. You had a block, Taurus, and the block had nothing to do with career money. So your idea was, okay, so I'm having problems maybe in my work or in this venture that I'm trying to accomplish, like career wise, side business, or in my money situation, and I need to focus in those areas. So if I'm having money issues, I need to focus on money stuff. If I'm having career issues, I need to focus on career. But you were seeing as you were doing that it wasn't working, right? Like it wasn't working. So I feel like the blockage was like shadow work or something you need to deal with. And this could have been childhood issues. This could be anger issues. This could be ego issues, anything like that. And I feel like you have been dealing with that and you have been rectifying it. And for some of you, it is attached to love energy. Okay. And I feel like you've noticed that working on that area of your life has lessened up the blocks in other areas, like your career money. Okay. Seven of Swords, Justice, Six of Swords, Eight of Coins, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, yeah. Now that you've seen what was really happening, you know, like now that you focused on what really was the issue, whatever shadow work you were dealing with, it all comes to head. So it feels like there was a project that you were like dedicated to, or like something you wanted to happen in your life, super dedicated to it. You never really, I feel like, let it go, even though maybe you had to move on and focus on other things. There's new life being breathed into that. So it's going to feel like smooth water from here, Taurus. And you can leave all of that treacherous terrain behind. This is definitely moving forward towards success. So where there was a block, it feels like that block is lifted and it's just good from here on out. Well, you know, for right now. I shouldn't say here on out, but it looks good from what I see. Okay, so random message, Taurus. Okay, we have Garden, Moon, and Ship. This is a reminder that you don't want to go backwards. You're in a really good spot right now, and you do not want to or need to go backwards. Your growth, your abundant flow is connected with shadow, like whatever shadow work you were doing, whatever past issues you needed to deal with. They are all connected, okay? So keep in mind that it doesn't go away, right? It's not going to, whatever this issue is, it's something that's like buried in you, like maybe childhood trauma in its way. And I'm using this as an example. I'm not saying this is what you have, but it's not going to disappear. You're going to have to like work on it. You know, it's kind of like if you have ADHD, right? You're going to have to be like stay on top of it. You know, you're going to have to learn skills, coping mechanisms, and things like that. Okay. But this week, I feel like, Taurus, is a snapshot of how good it can be. Okay. Like, don't take it for granted. Don't go backwards. Don't forget to use your tools. Okay. So the Emperor, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, Death, King of Swords, and the Star. Don't get cocky. That's what I'm getting here. Don't get cocky, okay? You're not in full control. When things are good, you feel like you are in control. And that's kind of a strength and a weakness for you. But realize that the universe is in control. And that is shown by you needing to work on something in the past, i.e. shadow energy, so you can have this kind of flow that you have right now, right? So you're still working with the universe. You're not the one that, you're not the God here, you know, I'll say that. It's very grandiose, but you know what I'm saying. So knowing that and understanding that there's a flow between those two things, your abundance and this shadow work that you're kind of going to be dipping in and out of, will help you from going back into old energy or resisting change, because this is about abundance. This is getting you in the flow of abundance for sure, because I can feel it. Okay, it's like it's getting you in the wave, it's getting you in sync, right? Yeah, so a lot of your shadow work, it seems like here, is about public perception, and feeling like you don't know anything or you're not making the right decisions, right? So it's really a fear of like not being in control and seeing and having other people see you fail, or feeling like everything you've done means nothing, or your life means nothing, or like, I'm so old now, I at least need to be in the top tier of something. Okay, you know, that kind of feeling. So it's important for you to learn how to love yourself, and self-care is also knowing that sometimes you're human, and sometimes the mask slips, and that's okay. Use your coping mechanism. Take time off of work to do, take yourself out on a date, or do home self-care, meditating, mindfulness, all of these things, right? To help keep that balance and show yourself some grace. Okay? All right. I love you, Taurus. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.